back to my channel. As usual, this is JJ Math Class, and we always give IQ tests, and these IQ tests we are expected to provide the answers, and I will also provide the answer later. So I expect you to tell me what the answer is, and then we do it together at the end after some time. All right. So the first IQ question says, the first IQ question says 3 plus 2 equals 30. 3 plus 2 equals 30. 4 plus 3 equals 84. Equals 84. 5 plus 4 equals 80, right? Equals 180, sorry. And you're asked to find 6 plus 5. So 6 plus 5 is equal to what? All right. So in this particular test, IQ test, we are expected to get the answers correct, right? So I look forward to hearing from you what you think the answer is. Welcome back to my channel. All right. So here we have, okay. Alora, thank you for joining. You are welcome to my channel. Jugu says the answer is 330. Alora 2012 says the answer is 330 as well. Please hit the subscription button and turn on the notification bell if this is the first time you are seeing us. So friends, we have 3 plus 2 equals 30. 4 plus 3 equals 84. Sorry, yeah, 4 plus 3 equals 84. 5 plus 4 equals 180. Now, what is 6 plus 5? Happy weekend, friends. How are you all doing? Hope you are doing great. Hope you are doing great. So let's go. Let's go as usual. Let's go. Let's go. Hi, bro. You are welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. So if 3 plus 2 is 30, 4 plus 3 is 84, 5 plus 4 is 180. What is 6 plus 5? What is 6 plus 5? Think for the answer. Okay. The question is saying fill in the missing number. That is what is going on. Yeah, as you can see, what do you think? Of course, I'm a math teacher as you. What do you think the answer is? What do you think the answer is? All right. So, okay, Alora says the answer is 530. 530. Can you explain me what it means? Okay, it's simple. It's supposed to be able to identify the pattern. Okay, 3 plus 2 is definitely 5, but in this case we are told that it simply means that there is a pattern that is being followed. So you have to identify that pattern. That is just it. Identify the pattern and you are good to go. Okay. If 3 plus 2 is 30, 4 plus 3 is 84, 5 plus 4 is 180, what is 6 plus 5? Okay. Let's go, friends. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, Alora says it's 180. Alora says it's 180. All right. I'm seeing 180, 180, 180 from Alora 2012. Okay. Jugu is insisting that the answer is 330. Okay. So, okay. All right. So, if 3 plus 2 is 30, 4 plus 3 is 84, 5 plus 4 is 180, what is 6 plus 5? What is 6 plus 5? What is 6 plus 5? Okay. Now, I think it's high time we okay. Spot says it's 330. Alora 2012 is saying it's 330. Okay, you've changed your mind. You have changed your mind. So you have changed your mind. Okay. Okay. Glipen says it's 330. Hello, you are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay. Dilip Jane, 1769. Thank you for joining us. Okay, he's saying that the answer is also 330. All right. Let's see how this goes. What is your answer? Drop it on the comments. Sasra says it's 10. Sasra says it's 10. Sasra says it's 10. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, now let's do this together. Let's see if we can get the pattern and the answer as well. Let's see if we can get the pattern and the solution as well. All right, for the first one, we have 3 plus 2 equals 30. 3 plus 2 equals 30. Though normally 3 plus 2 is 5, right? So let's write that down. So 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Now, if 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, how come they got 30? You can see that 5 times 3 times 2 is 30. Yes, because 5 times 3 is 15, and 15 times 2 is 30. All right. Then again, let's see if this pattern works for the second part. Okay, so for the second part, we have 4 plus 3 is 7. So let's see, 7 times 4 is 28. 28 times 3 will give us 3 times 8 is 24, carry 2, right? Now 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8. So you can see that the same pattern worked for the second one. Now the third one, we have 5 plus 4 is 9. So 9 times 5 is 45. 45 times 4, we will have 4 times 5 is 20, carry 2. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 2 is 18. So that definitely means that the pattern that is being followed here is A plus B times A times A times B. All right, so A plus B times A times B. That is it. So 6 plus 5 will give us 11. So 11 times 6 times 5 will be the final answer. Now 11 times 6 is 66. 66 times 5. Now when you want to multiply, let me give you a math trick. When you want to multiply something like this, that is, you have the same digits and you are multiplying it by another number. This one is going to be 6 times 5 is what? 30. Write it apart. Then add this to this, you get your final answer. It is a math trick. Okay, it is a math trick. So if you still solve it like 6 times 5, you will definitely get this 330. All right, so that is it for this particular question. Now let us check another one. This requires your critical thinking. This particular question now requires you to think very well. It says a father goes to a picnic. A father goes to a picnic. Okay. With his three sons. With his three sons and okay, with his three sons. Now it says each son has two sisters. Each son has three sisters or has two sisters. Each sister brought one cousin. Each sister brought one cousin. Each sister brought one cousin. Now the question is saying, in total, how many people went to the picnic? In total, how many people went to the clinic? Okay, so let's go. What do you think the answer is? What do you think the answer is? Answer is if all went to the picnic, then 7. Okay, so Jugi is saying the answer is 7. Jugi is saying the answer is 7. You know? I'm online. All right. So I'm seeing 7 and I'm seeing 8 as well. All right. The question is simple, but not simple anyways. It says that a father goes to a picnic with his three sons. Okay. A father goes to picnic with his three sons. Each son has two sisters. Each son has two sisters, and each sister brought one cousin. In total, how many went to the picnic? In total, how many went to the picnic? Okay. Someone says 7, including the father. Okay, a father goes to a picnic with his 3 sons. Each son has 2 sisters, and each sister brought one cousin. Each sister brought one cousin. In total, how many went to the picnic? Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Jogo says 7. Alora 2012 says 6. Menkachi says 7 as well. Okay. It's not because his son has 2 sisters. Okay, that is Mash. That is Masha. Then Alora saying 7, including the father. So I want us to reason it well. Like, let's reason it very well and come up with the solution. Let's reason it well and come up with the solution. What is the answer? What is the answer? Okay, now Jugu says 7, final answer. If all went to the picnic, else 4. If father plus sons, then second and third sentences are redundant and answer lies in first statement. Okay. Aboy Uriel says is 6. Adrian says if the 3 sons all have 2 sisters each, that's still only 2 sisters total. Okay. So Abori says is 7. Please like our live stream if you love what we are doing. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification bell, please. If this is your first time, so that when we go live again, you will be notified. We always go live every day as often as possible. So always tune in at your convenience. There must be something new for you to watch. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So I need more argument around this. Okay, so Atnell, thank you for joining. Atnell says there are 16 persons that went for the picnic. Okay. Jugu is saying father plus 3 sons plus 2 sisters plus 1 cousin. Now Abori is saying it's 7. So I have like 3 different answers. I have 7, I have 6, I have 8. I have 7, I have 6, I have 8. A father goes to a picnic with his 3 sons. Now each son has 2 sisters, and each sister brought 1 cousin. Each sister brought 1 cousin. All right. So at NZ says it's 4. Lila says it's 16. 16 persons. Okay. All right. So Daniel says it's 9. Sudashan says it's 6. So please explain to us, how is it 9? Please. Curious. Daniela, how is it 9? Suda, how is it 6? Aborire says it's 7 in total. Kashan David says it's 8. Kashan David says it's 8. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. All right, so Jesus says 8. So I have 8, I have 7, I have 16, and I have 6, I have 4 as well. So which one do you think is the right answer? You are team what? Are you team 4? Are you team 6? Are you team 7? Are you team 8? Or are you team 16? Are you team 16? Okay. Remember that this is an IQ test. Yes. Remember that this is an IQ test. Okay, thank you, Daniela. Thank you, Danielle, for the explanation. She says 3 sons all have the same 2 sisters, which makes 5. Okay. Both girls brought a cousin, which makes 7. So the answer is 7. All right. Thank you for the explanation. All right. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. The sisters did not go to the picnic. That's why it's 4. A father goes to a picnic with his 3 sons. Each son has 2 sisters. Each sister brought one cousin. Okay? If each son has 2 sisters and each sister brought one cousin, wow. In total, how many people went to the picnic? So, the sisters did not go to the picnic. That makes sense anyways. That actually makes sense. All right. So, Luna King is saying if there is a multiple family situation, then it's father plus 1 son plus 2 sisters plus 2 cousins times 3, making it 16. Okay. Okay. 7, final answer. If all went to picnic, else 4. If father plus son, then second returns, and then are reluctant, blah, blah, blah. So 4 is likely wrong. Then Venkata is saying it's 16. 16. 16. Then Juby is saying brought. Okay. 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 This is really tricky. This is really tricky. All right, so Frederick says it's 4. I need more logic on this before I say what I think the answer is. Okay. So I need more logic on this before I say what I think, like I said, what I think the answer is. All right. Okay. So I need more logic around it. What do you think the answer is? Bro Crafter just says it's 8. Hmm. Okay. The sisters never goes to the picnic. Okay. But if they did not go to the picnic, how come each of them brought one cousin? That brought there, I think, like I said, what I think is what I'm saying. We have brought there in the sentence. Don't you think brought means before you bring someone to somewhere, you should be there to bring someone in, right? Yes. So for them to say, yes, exactly, rogue, that's what I'm saying. For the fact that the sentence says brought, it means that they can never bring anyone in. If you can't bring someone into an event if you are not in the event. So I might decide to visit a cousin's or a friend's wedding, and while going, I brought another friend with me. So I cannot bring anyone if I'm not there. So I definitely believe the sisters went for that picnic. Yes. The only controversial sentence there is each sister brought one cousin. Now the question is, does it mean that they're referring to just one cousin, two sisters brought one cousin, or each sister brought one cousin, meaning that each of them brought, because they have several cousins, right? So it seems like each of those sisters brought one cousin along. So that is the only controversial for in my own opinion. All right. In my own opinion, I think the only controversial sentence there is each sister brought one cousin. That is it. But for sure, I think the father was there, the three sons were there, then the sisters were there. Definitely they have to be there to bring in anyone. So that is what I think. So the answer lies between 7 and 8, in my own opinion. The answer lies between 7 and 8, in my own opinion. And I will tell my own answer. But like I said, you can still you can send it to people and hear their own opinion. I may be right all the time, but I will definitely say what I think. Okay? I will definitely say what I think. Now, to start with, let's start analyzing the sentences. Okay, let's start analyzing the sentences. The first question says, okay, now, same cousin to all brothers and sisters. Yes, even though we have same cousin, but when you bring someone in, okay, two persons cannot bring one person in. Unless if you are told that both of them, I don't really know. Like I said, I'll say what I have in mind and we can then do more research, okay? I may not be 100% correct, like I said. It says brought. Yes, they say each son has two sisters. That's correct. But it now said each sister brought one cousin. At father of 14. Check the sentence again. Each sister brought one cousin. So the brought is there in the sentence. Assuming they say each son has two sisters and then says in total how many went to the picnic. Yes, we would have ruled out the fact that each sister, that they are not around or they didn't go for the picnic. Nothing says the sons brought the sisters. Nothing says that, but the sentence brought in they say each sister brought one cousin. That is an indication that the sisters were present in the picnic. That is what I think. All right. So like I said, I don't know it all, but I'll say what I think. Now let me analyze it in my own way. A father goes to a picnic, so definitely the father is there. Okay, definitely the father is there plus his three sons. Now we don't have problem with this first sentence. Everyone, we are all on the same page. Yes, it's math plus English, so we are all on the same page here. The father, the sons, both they went to the clinic, the picnic, sorry, not clinic. Now they say each son has two sisters. This one shouldn't confuse us. If each son has two sisters, it means that they have two sisters, all of them. So the sisters cannot We cannot assign two sisters to each son. No, all of them have two sisters. So right now we have the father, the three sons, making it four, two sisters, making it six, right? Now this is the place, this is where the problem is. The question said that each sister brought one cousin. Each sister brought one cousin. Now, in my own opinion, assuming they said the sisters brought one cousin, okay, assuming the sentence says the sisters brought one cousin, I would have said that it is just one cousin that attended. Like I said, I'm saying it from my own perspective. All right. But for them to say each sister brought, not that each sister has, as when they said each sister has one cousin, we would have assumed that only one cousin was there. But they say each sister brought. That means this person brought one cousin, this person brought one cousin. You are laughing, Jugu. That is in my own opinion. So I definitely think that each of them brought different cousins because they have many cousins. So this person brought one, another person brought the other. So in total, I believe there are 8 persons in that picnic. But please, like I said, you can do more research. You can also send the question to your this thing, your channel members. You can ask around. I might be wrong, but this is what I think. Okay. All right. So let's go to another question. Let's go to another question. Okay. Let's go to another question. Now, this one says, 3 plus 5 is 24. 4 plus 6 is 40. 5 plus 7 is 16. Now, what is 9 plus 7? What is 9 plus 7? Okay, I'm seeing 144. I'm seeing 144. Okay, so Jugu says 144. Okay, so I'm seeing 144 from one person. Jugu, please, others, let's try. Let's try and get this right. A guy man focus. Sorry, you cannot even pronounce this name well. So it's saying 75 is the answer. Christian says it's 16 times 9. Juby is saying it's 144. Mr. Greengrass says it's 64. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. So what is the answer? Okay, so I'm seeing 144. 144. Hmm. Let's go, guys. Okay, I'm seeing 64. Um, okay, Mr. Green says it's 64. Christian says it's 144. And Ajiman says 96. Okay. Spirit Speak says 144. 144. Okay. Okay. Mark says it's 144 as well. Okay, so let's go, friends. Let's go. Let's go. I have 43 of us here. So what could be the answer? I have team 144. I have team 96. I have team 64. I have team 75. Okay, team 96 rather. So I have 96, I have 144, and I have 64. Sorry about that. So what could be the answer? What could be the answer? What could be the answer? Okay, now Rashida says is 144. Patwell says is 144 as well. Wow, it seems we have more of 144. Maybe, just maybe that is the answer. They said majority they said carries the vote, right? Okay, so just maybe that is the answer. Just maybe, just maybe, just maybe. Okay, I think it's time for us to look into that. Let's look into that. All right. It's actually obvious. Seriously, this is actually easy. This is actually easy. You may not actually notice the pattern from the first one, but the pattern is very clear from the second one. We have 4 plus 6, and that is 10. And we have 40 here. So 4 times 10 will give us 40. So let's try the same pattern for the first number. Let's try the same pattern for the first number. So we add 3 plus 5 is 8. So 3 times 8, you can see 3 times the sum will give us 24. So definitely 5 plus 7 will give us 12. So we multiply what we got by the first digit times 5, and that will give us 60. All right. Now let's add 9 plus 7 will give us 9 plus 7 will give us 16. All right. Now if you multiply 16 by 9, we have 9 times 6 is 54, carry 4, carry 5. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 5 is 14. So it should be 144. Now this is what might confuse some people. Some people might think this is 3, 4, 5, that we're supposed to have 6. But if we are supposed to have 6, that means this place is supposed to be in sequence as well. So it's supposed to have 6 plus 8. Then we have 7 plus 9 before we have 9 plus 10. So assuming they want to maintain a sequence, okay, if they wanted to maintain a sequence, then what this should have been 9 plus 10, and that would have told us that that some steps we have skipped, and we will keep to that. All right, so the final answer is 144. Now let's solve another simple algebra question. Very simple but tricky. Very simple but tricky. So the question says, um, if A plus B, okay, 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 24. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 24. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 60. Is 16. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 120. So the question is asking for 9 plus 9 plus 9. Okay, so what could be the answer? What could be the answer? What is the answer? So I'm saying 720. Okay, someone is saying something. Juby is saying both works. Okay, that is using a squared plus b squared minus 2b. Okay, I didn't consider that. Of course, if you checked it and it worked, then that is the pattern as well. It must not follow a particular pattern. Yes, that is the truth. All right. Koi, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us again. So, my man says, quick question. It's a series and series question, right? Yeah. Jugo says it's 720. We have 270. Koi says yes. A to the power of 3 minus a. That is 720. If this is the first time you are seeing us, please click the subscription button and turn on your notification bell. At any time we upload new video, you will be notified as well. Okay, thank you very much. Let's go, friends. What do you think is the answer? What do you think is the answer? What do you think is the answer? So we have yeah, we have 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 24. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 60. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 120. What is 9 plus 9 plus 9? Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. All right. Yeah. Hi, hello. Thank you for joining us again. Okay. All right. It seems you have exhausted our answers. So let me see the answers we have. I have 720, I have 270, and that is all. I need more answers, please. What do you think the answer should be? And what is the pattern that you followed? Which pattern did you follow? Which pattern did you follow? Okay, Joby is saying n to the power of 3 minus n. All right. Yolanda is saying this is not USA maths. Okay, so Corey is saying, but 720 is correct if you follow a to the power of 3 minus a. Yes, that is it. All right, so let's check what the answer is. Let's check what the answer is. Okay, Kowa is saying at Yolanda, this is no one's maths. Okay, so for large numbers, we fail to comprehend the answer. Now let's go. Let's see the solution. So we have 3, 3, 3. Now 3 to the power of 3 will give us 27. But what we have here is 24. So if we subtract 3 from 27, we have 24. The same thing here, 4 to the power of 3 will give us 64. And if we subtract 4 from that, we get 60. Now, similarly, 5 to the power of 3 is 125. And if we subtract 5, we get 120. So now the question is 9 times 9 to the power of 3. So 9 to the power, that is 9 times 9 will give us 81 times another 9 again. So 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 8. 9 times 8 should be 72. All right. Now, if we subtract 9 from this, we will have 720. And that is the correct answer. Ancient, you are welcome. Ancient, how far? Thank you for joining us. How are you doing? All right. So let us test our knowledge of algebra with this question. Let us test our knowledge of algebra with this question. Now the question says 8 plus 8 plus 8 times 3 factorial is equal to what? 8 plus 8 plus 8 times 3 is equal to what? What is the answer? I'm fine, Nishant. And you? How are you doing? Joe says the answer is 64. 64. Okay. Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay. Are you sure? I'm seeing 64, 48 plus 16 is 64. Okay. So let's see. Okay, I'm seeing 72 by Ken Smith says it's 72 and Shina says it's 40. Shina says it's 40. So let's go, friends. What is the right answer? 8 plus 8 plus 8 multiplied by 3. 8 plus 8 plus 8 multiplied by 3. Okay. Karen is saying it's 64. Robbie is saying it's 40. Paul is saying it's 40. Is equal to what? 40. That is what you need to figure out. Atiosi says 9 times 9 times 9 minus 9. Yeah, we've solved that and we got 720 as the final answer. Yeah, that is what we got. We got 720 as the final answer. All right, so what is the final answer? At Lisa says it's 64. 64. All right. We have another 64. Christian says it's 64. Okay. So I think the answer is clear. I wanted to test our knowledge of algebra. And in this knowledge of algebra, I wanted to test our knowledge of factorial. Okay. So first of all, this can be written as 8 plus 8 plus 8 multiplied by, now 3 factorial is same thing as 3 times 2 times 1. That is 3 factorial. 3 factorial is same thing as 3 times 2 times 1. So that means we have 8 plus 8 plus 8. Remember that you multiply first, okay, before you add. So we are going to multiply first before we add. So we're going to have 8 times 3 is 24, right? 24 times 2 is 48. So it means that from here to the end, we have 48 because we need to apply our BODMAS or our pendants. Someone says ignored the factorial. Of course, that is a sign in mathematics. It means factorial, so it shouldn't be ignored. So we have 48 here. Then we can add. So this is same thing as 16 plus 48, and that will give us 64. And that is why the answer is 64. And this is for the benefit of those that sincerely did not understand why the answer is 64. Okay. Now, how many of us can relate to this? How many of us can relate to this? We have 1 times 3 is 3, which is correct. 2 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 18. Now, what is 5 times 3? If 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 3 is 18, what is 5 times 3? Okay. Widow, hello. Welcome. So, random says it's 15. The answer is 33. That is Jugu. Oh, this is a pattern again. Yeah, it is a pattern. So random says how come? The three final answer from my side, and that is Jugu. All right, we just needed to see the pattern. Once you can see the pattern, then you are good to go. All right. So I'm seeing Lisa is saying the answer is 45. Okay, we keep going. Let's see what the answer is. This is not easy because it is tricky. It is not easy because because it is tricky. So we need to be careful while solving this. We need to be careful for real. So um Relax says it's 27. Demon says it's 33. 33. Okay. Says it's 23. Let's go. We need more answers to this. This is not that. Oh, this again. Don't repeat your question. It's not repeated. It's not repeated. Look at it. This is different. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right. So we have Kobe said it is what? All right. So Relax says it's 33. I'm saying 33, 33, 33. What if I tell you people that 33 is not the answer? What if? I'm not saying 33 is not the answer. I'm saying what if 33 is not the answer? I'm saying what if 33 is not the answer? Yeah. Yeah, I know. With the saying it's skipping everyone other three times. Um Corey, I don't understand what you're saying. Okay, Fatima says we multiply the number and add it to the result of the previous problem. Okay, Corey says it's 33. Corey, are you sure? Are you sure? So whether it's saying, oh, never mind, it is because I can see your channel and see this exact question. I believe what you are going to see, that is if I have repeated this question, that is if not, but if I have, you're going to see something different from what I just dropped. So I will advise to check again. Okay, now Gus is saying, oh, I have lots of this thing to call out. Okay. Emmanuel Shari says it's 30. Christian says 33. Goshiza says it's 30. Okay. Um, Saga says Saxa says shut up children, math mommy is on. So I have 45, 45. Okay, Corey, you've changed your mind. You were saying 33 if I forgot. All right. Fatima says it's 33. Okay, Coin says, yes, I was reading and get confused. All right, no problem. So God says 1 times 3 equals 3, that's 2 times 3 added, blah, blah, blah. So I'm saying the answer is 30, right? Begata says it's 45. Coin says it's 45. Coin says 100%. Okay, you're 100% sure it's 45. So Real says 45 or nothing. Now, Jugu is saying that the left-hand side needs to be used as well. Okay, so Rita is saying is 42. So I have like three consecutive answers. Say I have 42, I have 33, I have 45. These are the three answers I have gotten so far. Okay, I've gotten 30 as well. Okay, I've gotten 30 as well. So let's see what the answer is. Let's see what the answer is. So at Real says, when will you answer? Very soon. So Koen is saying 5 times 3 plus 30. So Fatima is saying is still that is 33. The starting sentence is 0 times 3. Okay. So Atiomi Food is saying is 45. 45. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Do the 3 times table, then circle the number that is in front. I Spy says is 45, and this person says 93. Please, your name is in, I think, Japanese or something. Please help me, tell me your English. Okay, please. Kowe is saying just answer. Yeah, of course I will. Christian says it's 33. Okay, let's answer this. Let's answer this. Okay. So we have 1 times 3 equals 3, which is the first one. So what is constant here is 3. All right, 3 is constant. But you can see that here we have 1, 2, 3. So the first thing you should notice is that we skipped 4, right? 4 times 3. But that will not have any effect on your answer anyway, because once you're able to get the pattern, this does not matter. Now, let us solve this. You can see that what we have here is 2 times 3, right? Which is the same thing as if we say 2 plus 1, we have what? 3. Times this 3, we have 9. Now, for this 3 here, we have 3 plus 2 plus 1. Then times 3. Now, 3 plus 2 will give us 5. 5 plus 1 will give us 6. And 6 times 3 will give us 18. So you can see that the next, which is 4, is supposed to be 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Then you multiply by the constant, which is 3. Therefore, for the last one is going to be 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Then we multiply the answer by 3. So we check. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 plus 1 is 15. So you're going to have 15 multiplied by 3, which will give us 45. So you can see, yes, the answer is 45. You can see that the answer is 45. All right. Now, I are good with swords. What is square root of minus 50? What is square root of minus 50? Video is saying I'm confused. Video is saying I'm confused. Okay. Jugo is saying math is amazing. Yeah, of course. The Heraj, thank you for joining. Claire is saying the same question was a different answer. Come on, this is so stupid. Only have to let people that know. Please come on. I don't really understand what you're trying to say or what you are trying to imply. what you should ask yourself is there a pattern? And did I use a pattern that is confusing? Okay? Please, don't create confusion here. I beg of you. You are always here on my live stream and don't bring confusion here. I solved something and I presented a pattern that is very clear to everyone. So what are you now saying that I'm giving the same question with different answer? Once it's the same question, then I should be giving the same answer. It's not possible to give you a different answer for the same question. Assuming I manipulated something while solving, yes, that is when you would say no, 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 no. Okay? But you can see there is no manipulation there. A pattern is used and that pattern works for all of them. All right. Now, next question is saying, what is square root of minus 50? Okay, Jugi is saying 5 root 2i. um, Mark is saying invalid. How is it invalid? It will be invalid if you use your calculator. Some calculators will tell you that the answer is invalid, but it's not invalid. No, it's not invalid at all. Okay. All right. It's not invalid. Koi is not invalid. All right. So the headline says salient 4. So let's go. Let us go. Let's go. Let's go, friends. So now we have, what is square root of minus 50? What is square root of minus 50? Thank you for the likes, friend. Please subscribe to the channel if this is the first time you are joining. And okay. Lisa is saying, oh, minus 5 root 2i, right? I don't know. Guden says square root of minus 50 is 5 root 2 root I. All right. So Koi is saying, oh, 5. You are correct. 5 square root 2i. All right. Soon we begin match Rio and Barcelona. Christian, so you're waiting for the match. All right. No problem. No problem. All right. So let's give more people more time to try to figure out the answer. I have some saying the answer is invalid. Some say the answer is minus 5 root 2i. Some say the answer is 5 root 2i. Coin says 7.07i is also correct. Okay. All right. So I'm going to present the answer in a jiffy. Going to present the answer in a jiffy. So listen, say imaginary numbers always confuse me. Okay. It's actually very easy. Yes, I'm going to tell you how to always remember that imaginary numbers are easy to use. Very, very easy. If you can remember one thing. Okay. Mark 1 says 1 over root 50. Okay, let's go ahead and find this and take some break, then come back for another set of another live session. So first of all, remember that square root of a multiplied by b is equal to square root of a multiplied by square root of b. That is one thing we should always remember, that square root of ab is equal to square root of a multiplied by square root of b. Now, this, remember that minus 50 is the same thing as square root of 50 multiplied by minus 1. Okay? The same thing as square root of 50 multiplied by minus 1. Yeah. Someone say something. Right, saying I read somewhere that the first person that found imaginary numbers was declared in. Okay, now, so from here we can split this further as square root of 50 multiplied by square root of minus 1. All right. Now, what is square root of 50? We can still split 50 as 25 multiplied by 2. All right. Then multiply by square root of minus 1. Okay. Now, we can split this using the same law I mentioned as square root of 25 multiplied by square root of 2 multiplied by square root of minus 1. So at this point now we have actually simplified this. So we now have 5 because square root of 25 is 5. Now root 2 is an irrational number. It's not a perfect square. So we repeat it. Okay. Then square root of minus 1 is I. So this becomes the answer. 5 root 2I. Why not minus 5? Can you say? You have to simplify your surd or your radical number in such a way that you can easily simplify it. If you say 5, of course you can say minus 5 times 10. But how do you now simplify 10? 10, you cannot get a perfect square from 10. So it's going to be so difficult for you to solve it from there. The simplest way or the easiest way is how to get your perfect square from your number. So any number you are bringing out is a number you can bring a perfect square out from. All right. So, sorry. All right. So that is it, friends. We go again tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. I'll still go live again today, but I need to take some break. All right. Okay. See you in my next live stream. Bye.